So on Sunday, England play their second game in the group against Panama, probably one of the worst teams in the league, in the World Cup. I think we should be able to get the win here. I mean, we don't deserve to qualify if we can't beat these. So how have they been doing? Well, Belgium beat them 3-0 in their first game. Norway beat them 1-0 in a friendly. They drew with Northern Ireland 0-0. They beat Trinidad and Tobago 1-0. And then in more friendlies, they lost to Iran 2-1, lost to Denmark 1-0, and also they drew with Wales 1-0. So they're not too bad, but they're nowhere near as good as we are, and that is what is really important at this stage. All we need to do is get the win. We could do with scoring more against them than how many Belgium scored. Belgium scored 3 times, obviously, in a 3-0 win. We could do with maybe getting 4 or 5. We don't know what the score Tunisia will be as of recording, but I'd imagine Belgium have won. So we are unbeaten for over a year, and we have won our last 3 games in friendlies against Nigeria and Costa Rica, and of course our 2-1 win against Tunisia, thanks to 2 goals from Kane. It is expected that Rashford or Vardy or someone will be coming in for Raheem Sterling. I personally do not blame them if they decide to make that change. I thought Sterling was very poor, and it means that somebody who is more of a natural striker can come in and play that role for a Rashford or a Vardy or maybe Welbeck. But I think he's been really poor, and that's not just today. The game against Tunisia, he was poor against Nigeria. He hasn't scored for over 2 years. If we're winning, by all means, I think he should come on and we should try and break that duck. But I really, really do feel we need to score as many goals as we can against Panama. I don't know what the score will be, but I'd imagine it wouldn't be too many goals in the Tunisia-Belgium game. I don't expect them to get hammered. So it would really suit us to our advantage to do that. I don't really know much about Panama, simply because they are a nation that have never qualified before for the World Cup. So this is a huge thing for Panama. I caught the second half and they were completely outplayed by Belgium, as you would expect. I'm not sure on the first half, but fair play to them for doing so well in that first half and not conceding against a very, very good side. Some would tip to them to win the whole thing. I personally am going to go for an England win here. I'm going to go 2-0 to England. I don't think we're going to score many. As much as I've just said we need to, I can't see that happening. I simply can't see us scoring that many goals. We need to try and top the group. I think topping the group is very, very important to us. If we can top the group, that gives us a great chance of getting into the quarterfinals, which would be huge. So I expect the team to be as follows. I expect Pickford in goal. I don't expect the back 3 to change. I am maybe play with the idea of bringing Danny Rose, maybe bringing Eric Dyer and change it up a little bit. Potentially we could. I definitely think Sterling will be dropped to the bench, and he can bring in someone else. He has so many options, and he could really use his whole squad in the in the game. Because we should be beating them. It just depends how many goals we score. I feel like we need to score as many goals as we can, like I have previously said. it's going to be interesting to see how well we do in this game, because we need to go into the Belgium game absolutely rammed full of confidence, and that is something that is very, very important, because the Belgian side on paper is a lot better than ours, a lot better, but that doesn't mean anything. Germany have a much better side than Mexico, but who won that? Mexico won. Iceland, Argentina, that was a draw. So yeah, very surprising. So it doesn't really matter. It's nice that they have the better squad to choose from, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't say it is the biggest thing in the world. So yeah, I do expect 2 or 3 changes. I expect Gareth to make 2 or 3 changes to be able to keep the squad fresh, and I think that's really important. Maybe he'll bring in a defender, maybe bring Cahill. He could start Trent. He could put Delph in midfield. He could do a lot of things. One thing that he won't do is, of course, drop Kane. He is so important to our side. It is unbelievable. So tell me what your prediction is. I've obviously gone for 2-0, but tell me your prediction down below, and how you think England will go against Panama. A very small nation that has done extremely well to be in the World Cup. So tell me your predictions down below. I've recently bought a new PC, so I am recording on this, so everything is new. So if everything is okay and there's no problems, tell me below, or if there is a problem with this, it's a bit jumpy or something, tell me down below, and get involved with the comments on your prediction, because I really like to hear everyone's predictions. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Mike, and I will see you soon.